Hey, hello friends, welcome back in podcast with Dr. Priyanka. Yeah, in this podcast, we are going to know some habits which are actually a bad habits that can hurt your brain. So, primarily, the first most is like you miss out on sleep. So, you do a few things you know you shouldn't, and we all do. Yeah, so but some of those bad habits can take a toll on your brain. Like, for example, lack of sleep may be a cause of dementia including Alzheimer disease. This is actually a disease of a brain of the memory cells. So it's best to have regular sleeping hours. So if you have trouble with sleep, avoid alcohol, caffeine and electronics in the evening and start a soothing bedtime ritual. Second could be like you have too much alone time. See, how is like basically humans are wired for social contact. So it's not about how many Facebook friends you have. What matters is a real sense of connection. So people who have that with even just a few close friends are happier and more productive. So they are also less likely to suffer from brain decline, that is reducing of the brain function, and Alzheimer's, what is the disease of the memory cells. So if you feel alone, call some friends or start something new like salsa, dancing, tennis that involves other people. Third is you eat too much junk food. See, like parts of the brain linked to learning, memory, and mental health are smaller in people who have lots of hamburgers, fries, potato chips, and soft drinks in their diet. Berries, whole grains, nuts, and green leafy vegetables, on the other hand, preserve brain functions and slow mental decline. So, next time you start to reach for a bag of chips, grab a handful of nuts instead. For that, you can go and listen to my podcast on how to maintain your weight. In those things, I have discussed about the how much handful nuts and how much regular eating or intake you should keep. Like that is the healthy diet. The other thing, like you blast your headphones. So, like with your earbuds at full volume, you can permanently damage your hearing in only 30 minutes. But it's not just your ears. Hearing loss in older adults is linked to the brain problems such as Alzheimer's and loss of brain tissue. So this may be because your brain has to work so hard to understand what's being said around you that it can't store what you have heard into memory. So in turn it down no louder than 60% of your device maximum volume and try not to listen for more than a couple of hours at a time. Then like you don't move enough. The longer you go without regular exercise, the more likely you are to have dementia. You are also more likely to get diabetes, heart disease, and high blood pressure, all of which may be linked to Alzheimer's. You don't have to start running marathons. A half hour in the garden or a brisk walking around the neighborhood will work. And the important thing is to do it at least 3 days a week. So you can have 45 minutes of walk, that is, it includes the brisk walking, aerobic exercises, or dancing. That need to be done like at least 3 days a week. The other thing, like you still smoke, it can shrink your brain. Remember guys, like smoking is very injurious because it shrinks your brain. One cigarette is fine, but when you become a chain smoker, it is not good for your brain, for your memory, and that's not good thing. It makes your memory worse and makes you twice as likely to get dementia, including Alzheimer's. It's all causes heart disease, diabetes, stroke, and high blood pressure. The other thing is like you overeat. If you eat too food, even the right kind of food, your brain may not be able to build a strong network of connections that help you think and remember. Overeat for too long and you may get dangerously overweight, which can cause heart disease, diabetes, and high blood pressure, which are all linked to the brain problems, that is Alzheimer's. You stay in the dark too much. If you don't get enough natural light, you may get depressed and that can slow your brain. Researchers also shows that sunlight helps keep your brain working well. Like vitamin D, which we get from the sun itself, it helps to activate our brain channels. So try to get into the sun for at least 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. So what are the daily strategies which can do? Like life with dementia can be even harder for people who have dementia related psychosis. So that involves believing things that aren't true or seeing and hearing things that others don't. This is the Alzheimer. While some treatments can help alleviate the symptoms and behavior associated with it, and so for that, what you can do is like you can keep a regular schedule, then you make and stick to a plan, then keep meal time simple, then have a conversation with your friends, keep days and nights straight, include regular physical activity, try music therapy, and have the medications as per directed your physician. So yeah guys, this was all about the habits and the solutions in the short to help your or to maintain your brain health. So thank you for listening. Stay healthy, think healthy, and love each other. Bye bye.